Bravo 3120, unable at this time, proceed on course to Mount Isa. Turn right heading 160, Qantas 24.
Sydney Director West, Qantas 773 Heavy, with you at 14,000.
Qantas 132, turn right heading 250. New Zealand 416, turn left heading 250. Turn right heading 250, Qantas 132. Saudia 997 Sierra Victor, turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 5,000, Saudia 997 Sierra Victor.
Etihad 380, turn right heading 150, descend and maintain 2,000.
Turn left heading 250, New Zealand 416.
Qatari 30 Victor Alpha Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Australia 829 Victor Golf, turn left heading 010, maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Qantas 24, descend and maintain 3,000. China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy, turn left heading 360, descend and maintain 5,000. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford.
Snowbird 3 is 19 nautical miles southwest of Docker at 19,700 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Sydney Kingsford.
Echo Charlie Mike Alpha Romeo, disregard last message. Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie, turn right heading 160. Australia 829 Victor Golf, maintain best forward speed. Velocity 920 Heavy, turn left heading 070.
Maintain best forward speed, Australia 829 Victor Golf. Turn left heading 070, velocity 920 Heavy. Bravo 2475 Heavy is 9 nautical miles southwest of Mangrove Mount at 11,200 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left at Sydney Kingsford.
Turn right heading 250, Etihad 380. Qatari 37. Qantas 773 Heavy, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn left heading 340, descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5,000, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Australia 829 Victor Golf, turn left heading 310, maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. New Zealand 416, turn right heading 330. Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super, turn right heading 100.
Qantas 992 Heavy is 8 nautical miles west of Mangrove Mount at 16,100 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Sydney Kingsford.
China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy, turn right heading 060.
Turn right heading 100, Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super.
Turn right heading 210, velocity 1971.
Velocity 920 Heavy, turn left heading 010, maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Echo Charlie Mike Alpha Romeo, turn left heading 010, climb and maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Etihad 380, turn right heading 310, maintain 2,000, maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left approach. Turn right heading 310, maintain 2,000, maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Etihad 380.
Descend and maintain 6,000, velocity 1971.
Qantas 24, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Qantas 24. Turn right heading 130, Qantas 24. Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super, Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Thai 77 heavy, turn right heading 070. China Eastern 792 Delta heavy, turn right heading 150.
Turn right heading 070, Thai 77 heavy.
Velocity 920 heavy, turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Qantas 132, turn right heading 330. Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super, turn right heading 150. Turn right heading 330, Qantas 132. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Etihad 380. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 5000, Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super.
Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 left at Sydney Kingsford. Eva 519, turn right heading 200.
Roger. Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super.
Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super, turn left heading 070, descend and maintain 2000. New Zealand 416, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, New Zealand 416.
Air Callan 141 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Air Callan 141 Heavy, good day.
Qantas 773 Heavy, turn right heading 250. Thai 77 Heavy.
Turn right heading 250, Qantas 773 heavy.
Turn right heading 160, China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy. Turn right heading 160, Thai 77 Heavy.
Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super, turn left heading 010, maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left approach. Velocity 920 heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Echo Charlie Mike Alpha Romeo, maintain 170 knots until 5-mile final.
Turn left heading 010, maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super.
Velocity 1971, turn right heading 250.
Turn right heading 250, velocity 1971.
Sadia 997 Sierra Victor, turn right heading 250. Ethiopian 9 Quebec Heavy, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4000, Ethiopian 9 Quebec Heavy.
Qantas 132, turn right heading 080. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Echo Charlie Mike Alpha Romeo. New Zealand 416, turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070, New Zealand 416. Turn left heading 160, Ethiopian 9 Quebec Heavy. Descend and maintain 4000, Thai 77 Heavy.
Turn right heading 250, Eva 519.
Sadia 002 Sierra Victor, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5000. China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots. Sadia 997 Sierra Victor, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn right heading 070, Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super. Turn right heading 280, velocity 1971. Air Canada 33, requesting ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford.
Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie, turn right heading 250. Turn right heading 250, Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie. Qantas 773 Heavy, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4000, Qantas 773 heavy.
Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super. Turn right heading 160. Descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Thai 77 heavy. Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 3000, Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super.
Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super. Contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Bravo 44 Hotel Mike Super.
Victor Tango Papa Victor Papa Heavy, requesting ILS approach any runway at Sydney Kingsford.
China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots. Qantas 132, increase speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy.
New Zealand 416, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Descend and maintain 3000, Ethiopian 9 Quebec Quebec Heavy.
Cathay 139 Heavy, turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 5000. Velocity 1971, turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, velocity 1971.
Snowbird 3, turn right heading 160. American 73 Heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 34 right to Sydney Kingsford.
Turn left heading 070, Thai 77 Heavy.
Velocity 1971, descend and maintain 3000. Victor Tango Papa Victor Papa Heavy, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5000. China Eastern 792 Delta Heavy, turn Qantas 773 Heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Turn right heading 070, velocity 1971.
Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super, turn right heading 200.
Turn right heading 200, Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super.
Qantas 132, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Sydney Director West, Philippines 211, with you at 12,400.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Qantas 132. Saudia 997 Sierra Victor, turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, Saudia 997 Sierra Victor.
Ethiopian 9 Quebec Quebec Heavy, turn left heading 07, Qantas 773 Heavy, climb and maintain 5000.
Turn left heading 200.
Climb and maintain 5000, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Thai 77 Heavy, turn left heading 010, maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
Sydney Director West, All Nippon 11 Heavy, with you at 4,900.
Velocity 1971, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, velocity 1971. Turn left heading 010, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Thai 77 Heavy.
Cathay 139 Heavy, turn right heading 160. Victor Hotel Bravo Alpha Bravo Super, turn right heading 250.
Turn right heading 250, Victor Hotel Bravo Alpha Bravo Super.
Turn right heading 160. Qantas 773 Heavy, turn right heading 340, climb and maintain 5000. Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie, descend and maintain 6000.
Turn right heading 340, climb and maintain 5000, Qantas 773 Heavy.
New Zealand 129, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left at Sydney Kingsford. Turn left heading 010, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Ethiopian 9 Quebec heavy.
Velocity 1971, turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070, velocity 1971.
EVA 519, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3000.
Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3000, EVA 519.
Philippines 211, descend and maintain 7000. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super, turn left heading 070. New Zealand 630 Heavy, turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 5000, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
American 73 Heavy, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5000, American 73 Heavy.
Sichuan East 06 Sierra Charlie, turn right heading 310, descend and maintain 5000. Qantas 353, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 6000.
Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 6000, Qantas 353.
Velocity 1971, turn left heading 010, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Air India 240 India November, turn right heading 150. All Nippon 11 Heavy, altitude at your discretion. Bravo 2475 Heavy, turn right heading 250.
Thank you, good day, all Nippon 11 Heavy. Turn right heading 250, Bravo 2475 Heavy.
Roger, EVA 519.
Turn right heading 360, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Snowbird 3, reduce speed to 220 knots. Victor Tango Papa Victor Papa Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots. Ethiopian 9 Quebec Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Ethiopian 9 Quebec Heavy. Qantas 353 is 25 nautical miles southeast of Somersby at 10,900 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Sydney Kingsford.
Qantas 773 Heavy, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 010.
Descend and maintain 4000, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, Air India 240 India November.
New Zealand 630 Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots. Sichuan East 06 Sierra Charlie, turn right heading 350.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Sadia 002 Sierra Victor, reduce speed to 220 knots. Turn right heading 350, Sichuan East 06 Sierra Charlie.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, Qantas 992 Heavy.
Victor Tango Papa Victor Papa Heavy, turn right heading 250. Air India 240 India November, turn right heading 160.
Turn right heading 160, Air India 240 India November. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Air India 240.
Qantas 773 Heavy, turn right heading 120.
Turn left heading 110.
Turn right heading 120, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5000, Qantas 722 Super.
Sadia 002 Sierra Victor, turn right heading 320, maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 320, maintain 5000, Saudia 002 Sierra Victor.
Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super. Turn left heading 010. Descend and maintain 2000. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 left approach.
Turn left heading 010. Descend and maintain 2000. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 left. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super.
Philippines 211. Reduce speed to 220 knots. Snowbird 3. Descend and maintain 6000.
Reduce speed to 220 knots. Philippines 211. Descend and maintain 6000. Snowbird 3. Sydney Director West. Wall Nippon 889 Heavy. With you at 8000.
Saudia 997 Sierra Victor. Reduce speed to 220 knots. India Juliet November Charlie Oscar. Continue as filed. Expecting ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Saudia 997 Sierra Victor. Turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070. Saudia 997 Sierra Victor.
Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie. Turn left heading 340. Qantas 773 Heavy. Turn right heading 160.
Turn right heading 110. New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Descend and maintain 3000, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Victor Hotel Bravo Alpha Bravo Super. Reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots. Victor Hotel Bravo Alpha Bravo Super.
Air India 240 India November. Turn left heading 070. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super. Contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Turn left heading 070. Air India 240 India November.
Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super. Thank you. Good day.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super.
Philippines 211. Turn right heading 160. Descend and maintain 3000. Saudia 002 Sierra Victor. Turn right heading 340. Descend and maintain 4000. Victor Hotel Bravo Alpha Bravo Super. Turn right heading 340. Descend and maintain 4000.
Turn right heading 340. Descend and maintain 4000. Saudia 002 Sierra Victor. Turn right heading 160. Qantas 26.
Turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 5000, New Zealand 2889.
Qantas 22 Super is 21 nautical miles west of Mittagong at 15,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left at Sydney Kingsford. Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 3000, Philippines 211.
Saudia 997 Sierra Victor. Qantas 773 Heavy. Turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Qantas 353. Turn left heading 150.
Turn left heading 150, Qantas 353.
New Zealand 129. Reduce speed to 220 knots.
Sydney Director West, Air Japan 11 Heavy, with you at 5,300. Reduce speed to 220 knots, New Zealand 129.
New Zealand 630 Heavy. Turn right heading 160.
Turn right heading 160, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Air Japan 11 Heavy. Turn right heading 210. Maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 210, maintain 5000, Air Japan 11 Heavy.
Air India 240 India November. Turn left heading 010. Maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
descend and maintain 5000, Bravo 2475 heavy.
India Juliet November Charlie Oscar, turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 6000.
Turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 6000, India Juliet November Charlie Oscar.
Snowbird Qantas 773 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Qantas 773 Heavy, turn left heading 010, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Air India 24.
Turn left heading 010, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 3000, Sichuan 8060 Sierra Charlie. Snowbird 3, turn left heading 340.
Descend and maintain 4000, Qantas 992 Heavy. Turn left heading 340, Snowbird 3.
Cathay 139 Heavy, turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 4000. New Zealand 129, turn right heading 260. Turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 4000, Cathay 139 Heavy.
Roger, American 73 Heavy.
Qantas 722 Super, turn right heading 360. New Zealand 630 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford.
Roger, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Sichuan 8060 Sierra Charlie, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 right at Sydney Kingsford. Snowbird 3, turn left heading 320.
Turn left heading 320, Snowbird 3.
India Juliet November Charlie Oscar, turn right heading 150.
Turn right heading 150, India Juliet November Charlie Oscar. Turn left heading 060, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Philippines 211, turn left heading 010, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Air Canada 33, turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn right heading 340, descend and maintain 4000, Air Canada 33.
Qantas 353, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 5000. Air Japan 11 Heavy, turn left heading 180, maintain 5000. Qantas 773 Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Air India.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Qantas 773 Heavy.
$2,500.
Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super, request permission to cross runway 34 left. Saudia 997 Sierra Victor, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Sydney Kingsford Tower, you're in an active airspace, please contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Wilco, Saudia 997 Sierra Victor. Saudia 997 Sierra Victor, contact Sydney Kingsford ground on 126.5. Contacting Sydney, Qantas 773 Heavy, say intentions.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, Qantas 773 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 34 right.
EVA 519, contact Sydney Kingsford ground on 126.5. Singapore 024 Sierra Quebec Super, contact Sydney Kingsford. Qantas 773 Heavy, wind 020 at 7, number 1, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 34 right, Qantas 773 Heavy.
United 870 Heavy, wind 020 at 7, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Air India 240 India November, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Air India 240 India November.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, Philippines 211 is 8 nautical miles to the south at 2,500 feet, inbound for landing.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left, United 870 Heavy.
Philippines 211, wind 020 at 7, number 1, runway 34 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 34 right, Philippines 211.
500.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, New Zealand 630 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 34 right. New Zealand 630 Heavy, wind 020 at 7, number 2, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
300.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 34 right, New Zealand 630
200.
Heavy.
One 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
'Sydney Kingsford Tower, New Zealand 2210, ready for departure at runway 34 left. Qantas 773 Heavy, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. United 870 Heavy, frequency change.
Wilco, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Frequency change approved, United 870 Heavy, good day.
Saudi 99. Qantas 773 Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford ground.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford ground on 126.5, Qantas 773 Heavy.
China Eastern 736 Delta Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Thank you. Good day, EVA 519.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Qantas 773 Heavy, request taxi to Bay 32 at the International Terminal.
Qantas 773 Heavy, taxi to International Terminal Bay 32, hold short of 16 right 34 left.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Singapore 35.
Taxiing to International Terminal Bay 32, will hold short of 16 right 34 left, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Singapore 358 Heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, China Eastern 736 Delta Heavy. Taxiing to runway 34 left, Singapore 358 Heavy.
Q-Link 1523, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Q-Link 1523.
Air India 240 India November, cross runway 7. Cross. Qantas 773 Heavy, cross runway 7.
Crossing runway 7, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Australia 233 Victor Golf, cross runway 7.
Crossing runway 7, Australia 233 Victor Golf.
Air India 240 India November. Contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Air India 240 India November.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Airbus 302, ready to taxi to runway 34 right with information mic.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 129, ready for pushback with information mic. Qantas 129, pushback approved, tail to the south. Pushback approved, tail to the south, Qantas 129. Airbus 302, taxi to runway 34 right, hold short of Sierra.
Taxiing to runway 34 right, will hold short of Sierra.
Qantas 773 Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Qantas 7523, frequency change approved, good day. Air India 240 India November, cross runway 34 left, please expedite.
Frequency change approved Qantas 7523, good day.
Crossing runway 34 left, Air India 240 India November.
Air India 240 India November, contact Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.5.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.5, Air India 240 India November.
Szechuan 806 Sierra Charlie, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie.
Szechuan 806 Sierra Charlie, contact Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.5.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.
Qantas 773 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 34 left.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, Q-Link 1523, ready for departure at runway 34 right, departing west. Qantas 722 Super, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Qantas 722 Super. Q-Link 1523, line up and wait runway 34 left. Q-Link 1523, line up and wait runway 34 right. Line up and wait runway 34 left, Q-Link 1523. Line up and wait runway 34 right, Q-Link 1523. Qantas 722. Qantas 773 Heavy, cross runway 3.
Crossing runway 34 left, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Q-Link 1523, wind 020 at 7, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Saudia 002 Sierra Victor, contact Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.5. Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right, Q-Link 1523. Qantas 773 Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.5.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Ground on 126.5, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 722 Super, request taxi to Bay 10 at the International Terminal.
Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie, cross runway 7. Crossing runway 7, Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie. Qantas 722 Super, taxi to International Terminal Bay 10 via Foxtrot.
Taxiing to International Terminal Bay 10 via Foxtrot, Qantas 722 Super. Airbus 302, request permission to cross runway 25.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 129, ready to taxi with information mic. Airbus 302, cross runway 7.
Crossing runway 7, Airbus 302. Sydney Kingsford ground, Saudia 002 Sierra Victor, request taxi to Bay 35 at the international terminal.
Qantas 129, taxi to runway 34 left, contact tower when ready.
New Zealand 630 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 34 left. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Saudia 002 Sierra Victor, taxi to International Terminal Bay 35, hold short of 16 right 34 left.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Malaysian 67, ready for pushback with information mic, requesting runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, tail to the east, Cathay 138. Malaysian 67, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Malaysian 67.
China Eastern 736 Delta Heavy, cross runway 7.
Crossing runway 7, China Eastern 736 Delta Heavy.
New Zealand 630 Heavy, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft, New Zealand 630 Heavy.
Starwalker 101 Juliet X-ray Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north. Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Sichuan 806 Sierra Charlie.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Airbus 302, ready to taxi to runway 34 left with information mic. Sydney Kingsford ground, Yemen Air 816 Mike Foxtrot Flight of 2, request taxi to Bay 30 at the international terminal.
Airbus 302, taxi to runway 34 left, hold short of 16 right 34 left.
Taxiing to runway 34 left, will hold short of 16 right 34 left, Airbus 302.
Yemen Air 816 Mike Foxtrot Flight of 2, taxi to International Terminal Bay 30, hold short of 16 right 34 left. Airbus 302, give way to aircraft on your left.
Taxiing to International Terminal Bay 30, will hold short of 16 right 34 left, Yemen Air 816 Mike Foxtrot Flight of...
Thank you, good day, Qantas 773 Heavy.
Airbus 302, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.